super difficult. And the main carry here, for Omega is going to be Hayabusa. Do you think this is a great idea? Because I really think that after the shadow kill, their damage output will be considerably less, especially if they use the shadow kill and the feathered airstrike.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. But you know what, Rockhart? I see an Akai. I press like. I see an Akai. I see an Akai.
Right?
I'm a simple guy. I see an Akai. Akai is one of my favorite heroes, and he's picked. I'm happy, and people say I look like him, but whatever, man. He's back.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Akai.
Welcome back to Akai. Well, I do like the Akai pick, because one of the things that Akai does well is just control these kinds of heroes. Like, if it's ever like to the wall aggression coming out here from the side of Omega, what he's gonna do is just gonna use the Hurricane Dance. I actually forgot his ultimate name.
Almost.
It's been a really long time. Hurricane Dance, to just zone out everyone or to just stop these crucial initiations on the side of Omega. So I like the thought process, but the thing is, it's gonna take a lot of prowess or expertise to make this work.
That's right, for sure. I feel like that's gonna be up to their practice. It's gonna be up to their practice whether or not it's gonna work out. And if you guys, who do you guys think are gonna win? Comment it on the comment section and use hashtag #BeLegendary when sharing the stream, because we are heading into the matchup: Blacklist International versus Omega PH Esports.
Let's go. Blacklist International, Omega PH Esports. They have 2 concussive blasts on Toshi and Heath. That will give them a bit of a damage boost into the early game. While to the side here of Blacklist International, they do have the Avarice. So on Popol and Koopa. So that only means that they have 1 extra potential carry on their side.
That's right. Dexstar on the Popol and Koopa, getting that gold generation emblem will definitely be a prime candidate to get to get at least ease the tension, right? And if you think about it, they will start to look like they have 3 carries. Edward is also on the Chango, which means that's a lot of damage output that will be coming from Blacklist International here. So I don't know if a lot of people are happy to not see the Diggy today, or if they're kind of sad they want to see more, but that's not going to be happening for the meantime.
And look at this. No, the teams here are just giving importance to their minions. They know that they can fight right now. They should give Haji and let's say Full Clip to their level 4s. Just get them their first item, and that's the time that they will fight. There's no Purify here onto the side of Omega PH Esports. You have to look at it this way. So Eson here, if he ever catches them with a Petrify and the Hurricane Dance, that's going to be a big problem for the side of Omega PH Esports.
That's true. So again, the Eson's gonna be one of the main components of Engage, right? For Blacklist International, it'll be up to this guy whether or not they will probably get a lot of kills or 2. Now we're seeing them actually circling around the crab area. Tyrant's Revenge will be hitting Edward, but no good follow-up yet, because I don't think they have the damage output unless they want to go for it. And the Feathered Airstrike will be available. He was just waiting for the prime moment to do it. But yeah, without much items on Hajizi, on the Hayabusa, they're not that confident to fight just yet.
Okay, I like the thought process here onto the side of Omega. They're not really forcing a lot of things. Because if you would look at their carries, they don't really have that kill potential. Now Haze has level 4. I think that they will try to fight, and this is the fight that they want. They have Feathered Airstrike. Haze can just use it to deal extra damage. But look at this Aqua. Good positioning. Good targeting there coming up from him.
Actually, that's right. This is also one of the guys that don't want to fight as early as possible, and they are just sustaining as hard as they can here. But for the meantime, looks like Omega PH Esports gonna go in for that turtle. And it's going down very quickly. Dexstar is the only one in position to go for the steal and will be secured here by Hajizi. But looks like, oh my gosh, Heath will be having a big problem here. He is very, very low, bouncing ball out, but first blood still goes over to Full Clip.
And Hayes here is not, he's not given the chance to use, you know what, to use that feathered airstrike at its maximum potential just because Aqua and the others, they know who to target. Dexter
That's
doesn't
right.
really have a hard time catching out a Farsa. He just sends out the dog. And
Yeah.
the dog literally just bites Hayes. And he's forced out.
And
That's
it's a
what
big
happens.
amount of damage, right? That bite from Koopa is just so scary at the early levels that even the Kufra can't really withstand it that long. So far so good. I feel like Curtisi might be going for a kill here, but will be backed up here quickly by Haze Feather. Airstrike will not hit, but will not be needed as Curtisi will be the one to go for that kill. In Full Clip, he's just waiting and seeing if he can get that crab. And he is met with the bouncing baby ball there from Heath. Has to use that Tempest of Blades to get out. And Dexstar is just going for the backup once more. Oh,
They
one
will
go.
catch up Dexter. Dexter here. Will he get out? That is the question. Curtsy, they don't actually get that kill. Even with the commit, they don't get it.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that should have been something. Because if you saw, Dexstar did get like he face checked the bush right to the face of the enemy,
Uh-huh.
but they don't have that much damage yet. For some reason.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Omega PH, they're really just, trying their best to get a pick off of that Kufra. But the thing is, if Haze isn't in the vicinity, their damage output isn't going to be good.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the damage output is going to be so massively lessened because that's the only mage in the lineup, right? That's the only guy who has the burst. Hayabusa's more of the sustain kind of guy, He just wants to chill. He just wants to get that gold. He does not want to die, right? For the remainder. And that's what their plan is. With Eson, though, he is getting hunted down very hard by Omega. And they don't want to give Eson any opening to make an engage, apparently, here.
Mm-hmm. And this is really just one of the things that Blacklist International is abusing right now. I mean, Omega will scale. They will scale 100%, but he
Oh, look at
gets
that!
jumped on. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man, this is what we were talking about, man. Eson Anakai is not that afraid of a Kufra as long as you have good teammates to back you up after you lock someone down with the Hurricane Dance. It's looking really good here so far. For Blacklist, they will have an opening on the Lord. Will they get something here for this?
Yes,
Avatar
they
Guardian
will.
in the back line. Turtle will be secured by Full Clip, and he is doing a good amount of damage here for the team fight. Tempest Blaze goes down as well. Hajizi is not gonna fall for it at all.
Mm-hmm. Keith and the others, they just run away. They realize that they don't have the damage. And I really like what Omega is doing here as well. They're not giving those unnecessary fights. Yes, unnecessary kills rather. Like, to be honest, looking at Toshi, looking at Heath, they use their flickers. But at least they didn't give one kill. We're still at a 1-1, but Blacklist International, they are getting the objectives because they are forcing Omega back.
That's right. Again, forcing Omega back, resulting in a 1.4, 1.5k gold lead so far at 7 minutes of the game. And looking at Full Clip, he's 1-0-0, but he is actually pretty healthy with in terms of buffs. He's now on level 12, way ahead of some of the members here for Omega. And they want to go for a big engage despite that.
And even though Hayes got the position there perfectly, it's still going to be the meteor shower, uh, even if Yuzhong and Popol and Koopa isn't there. Goodness gracious, this guy isn't getting any break. Isn't getting a break. Like Hayes, he needs to wait for the right timing, and I feel that Hayes is capable of doing that. He just gets the clock of destiny right now, and what do you say? This it's a bit late, to be honest.
It is, right? It's
It is a
8
bit late.
minutes.
It's a bit
My
late
God.
because usually people get that at like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. 6 minutes is already a bit late, but acceptable. But 8 minutes,
Yeah,
it's late. That's really late.
super duper late. Is it even worth it to complete it at 8 minutes? I'm not sure. Maybe you just uh want to build a magic penetration item like a genius wand or something like that. But or lightning truncheon, right? Well, we'll find out. Obviously, that's the usual combo, and they're just playing around with the timing. So for
Mm.
now, though, it is going to be a mid lane turret going down for Omega and an engaged by Eson. He is behind enemy lines right now. No one to back him up except for Dexstar, which is super far on the back. And that will be Eson going down. But Blacklist International, they are not done. They want to go for the team fight still. Tyrant's Rage hits on the middle of the fight, but he does not have the damage output to follow it up. Here comes Edward with that meteor shower, and looks like Blacklist International, despite losing Eson, will get so much more in return with a double kill for Dexstar.
Hayes is just gonna try to run away just in time, just in the nick of time. He has his bird form. He will get out, and that is probably going to be a Lord take here. Curtsy, proper timing. He just goes in and he gives up his information or where he is. He will just back down from here, and Heath is getting a lot of these hurricane
Oh
damage coming up from
boy.
Mason.
Yep. Primary target, auto lock, hero lock. I'm gonna go for this coup right. There's nothing you can do to stop me. But you know what, Butters? It looks like it's working out fine. Here on this
Yes,
instant replay, hashtag shave the day.
shave the day indeed. Hajizi, he tried to go for a kill there, but you know what? It's all about the scaling. As long as Hayes isn't getting the right position, not proccing four of those feathered airstrikes in one go, they're gonna have a lot of they're gonna have a hard time, just taking down someone. This game, look at the kill score. It's really low. This
3 to
isn't
2.
really this isn't normal for a Mobile Legends game.
3 to 2, but you're at 6,000 gold lead. Like, holy cow, that is just magical for some people. And now it's gonna be the Lord walking up on the mid lane. Is this gonna be a team fight that they can take? I think not. Omega is now inside the base with the Lord in hand. Avatar Guardian on the backline does not hit anyone. It's gonna be still Eson protecting the backline. Edward is on a free hit inside the base, though Aqua might be in danger. Lord will go down finally, but I don't think they're done just yet.
Mm-hmm. And look at this. There is a fight happening on all sides of their base. Heath here trying to defend it, trying to defend this turret as much as possible, but it will just go down. And that is still going to be a win on the side of Blacklist International. They got the objectives. They got two turrets on that skirmish alone. It wasn't even a team fight at some point, just because someone just keeps on getting picked off onto the side of Blacklist International. And this is still one of the things that you have to look at for Blacklist International. They have this setup where the poke composition just works.
It is like the poke from Edward, the meteor shower. It's almost impossible to deal with for Omega. They're having a hard time dealing with it. Only Hayes can do. Only Hayes can actually reach Edward at this point, right? And Hayes only does not only have to deal with Edward, he also has to deal with Dexstar. If Eson goes in, he also has to watch it. So Hayes, his plate is looking so full right now. Not to mention Full Clip is just on the other side of the map, taking everything from Omega.
Yes, of course. Omega, they still have a chance to do this. I think that they have this teamfight capability to just layer all those stuns, crowd control, and just punish Blacklist International from there. But you have to look at how Eson plays. He doesn't really pull back on those hurricane dance. He's not trying to find the best hurricane dance. Probably catch out Haji or Kurt. They're not. He's not planning to do that. What he's trying to do is to not layer every stun that Omega has. He's just stopping one of them and trapping one of them in his grasp.
And somehow that's just starting to look like it's just about enough. Now inside the base of Omega, it is looking really, really ugly. Everything is in shambles. Traps are inside their base right now, and I don't think they even know it. And for the meantime, Omega is just gonna be on the defensive for the foreseeable half how many parts more of this game. So what's the comeback mechanic here for Omega Man? I'm having a hard time thinking about.
You know what? It's all about getting the initiation that they wanted ever since they drafted this lineup. They haven't had a chance to get a good Tyrant's Rage that went from that connected into the avatar of the Guardian and a taunt. They
That's right.
haven't really set up. Really haven't set up case to go for a feathered airstrike that hits multiple people.
Yep. So what are we? What do we need to do here? What do we need to do for that? Does he just have to hit one? Because I feel like one is not even enough, right? I think you need to hit so many more 4-man, 3-man Tyrant's Rage for you
Mhm.
to have actually a chance to wipe out Blacklist. Because a wipeout, I think, is the only way that they're gonna be able to get this back. Are they gonna play it around the Lord area as well? Because they are, man, Blacklist looks like they're a shark in water.
Shark in the water, indeed, Rockhard. And Omega PH Esports, they're not fighting in those areas that they actually have the advantage. They have the advantage with, because if you think about it, if they fight in a narrow space, Akai thrives on those places.
That's right. I
And
really like it. Like
oh,
right now, you just said it. And Hajizi, the Hayabusa, who is supposed to have the most mobility in their lineup, just got removed by Eso right there. And I think without a proper setup, only Toshi and Hayes available here, this might be the end for game one.
lesson number one: do not fight on narrow spaces whenever there's an Akai near that area. Blacklist International, man oh man, they have a new understand. They have an understanding of this meta that doesn't really, cross out or just doesn't really, ring a bell for the other teams, and they will
Yep.
get win number one.